Trace Sport, brought to you by Nokia Asha smartphones. Do it freestyle.
I was born in South Africa, Johannesburg. I've been staying here all my life and I'm 23 years old now. I spent most of my life in Johannesburg and I just grew up, in Crosby, which is near Brixton, and I've been playing soccer and freestyle there most of my life. I got into freestyle football a couple of years ago. I actually saw an advert with Ronaldinho in it. It was the Stickman advert. And in the advert, I saw a lot of guys doing freestyle soccer. And at that point, I was playing a lot of street soccer, and I thought, sheesh, I really want to try this. And I began practicing, trying the basic tricks like around the world, crossovers. And slowly from that video, I tried to learn all the tricks there. Once I got those, I started going onto the internet and looking for more. And slowly, I began building my repertoire of moves and learning more and more moves, and before I knew it, I became a professional football freestyler. When I'm not freestyling, I'm doing quite a bit of other things. I have quite an interest in art, cinematography, photography, anything that requires a bit of creativity. And I think anything that makes you explore, the world and explore yourself is something great to do, because every day you're learning something new. So I spend a lot of my free time drawing, trying to understand cinematography better, trying to shoot small videos with friends. And other than that, studying takes up most of my time. And studying architecture at the moment, which is also quite art and design based. And I think those are the type of things I find interesting, and that's what I enjoy doing. One of my biggest successes was the Red Bull competition in 2010. I ended up winning the national final here in South Africa in 2009. And was chosen to represent South Africa in the World Finals in 2010. And apart from the other 60 competitors that were there, they were all really amazing people and great freestylers. I managed to come out second runner-up in the World Championships, and I think that was one of my greatest achievements. It's something I'll never forget. It was really, really amazing having everyone behind me, supporting me, and I think that's one of the greater memories I've had. Other competitions have also been great. This year the competition was in Italy, which I went for. I made top 16, and I wasn't as good as last time, but unfortunately that was because of practice. But all in all, any competition you go for is a great experience, because it's a chance to learn something from other people and learn a lot about yourself and how you react to certain situations. And I think overall attending competitions is a great enriching experience that everyone should try and experience, because it's very difficult to describe all the emotions and the things you go through while you're there. So it's something that you have to experience first and foremost. There isn't much politics in freestyle football. The only grey areas there are probably in the judging and the types of competition. Different competitions have different judging criteria which suit different freestylers, and I think that a lot of them are not as accurate as Prague. Prague is the one competition where I feel is probably the most accurate in terms of judging, because all the judges are freestylers. the moment you have other people judging, like such as soccer players and TV personalities and that, the judging criteria changes because it becomes more about the showmanship rather than the skill. And only a freestyler can understand the skill, much like a breakdancer can understand another b-boy's moves. To a normal person, what might seem good might not necessarily be good in terms of freestyle. So I think that's the only politics there are in freestyle. One of the few politics in freestyle is that the judging systems for different competitions suit different people. So in order to win a competition or to do well in it, you have to have specific criteria and you have to know what you're being judged on. Apart from that, it's also in terms of exposure, and that certain freestylers get more shows than others purely because of contacts. But I mean, that's probably everywhere, in almost every industry. It's about the contacts you have. So other than that, there isn't much dispute in freestyle other than decisions made by judges, which can sometimes be very controversial. But I mean, you know, whatever happens will happen, and you got to make the most of what you can do and what you have. The top 5 things that have made a difference in my life, I think first and foremost, family, friends, role models, you know, also just, I think one of the main things is the messages and the things that people say to give you support. I mean, people you don't know, which compliment you. And I think also a very important social network in freestyle is like things like Facebook and other freestyle forums, because it provides a format on which you can communicate with other freestylers and speak to them about your ideas and your goals. And I think sharing that information and those ideas allow you to grow a lot as a person, and also just being exposed to other people's freestyle and other people's ideas by seeing their videos and seeing what they have to say also influences you greatly in your ideas and your efforts. And I think that's one of the most important things, because I mean, if you were a freestyler and you were all by yourself and you never saw any other freestyler, yes, to a point you would be unique, but I don't think you'd grow as fast as if you mix with other people, because sometimes it's knowing what they're doing and what they're trying to do that pushes you to try and do better. And I think you know, having friends in the sport which also practice the same things you do is very important. That you need to surround yourself with people that are positive, that are trying to be groundbreaking, and that push you to be your best. And I think that's one of the main things, is the people around you that will influence you to be great or to be a failure. Okay, in terms of the future, I think freestyle is very promising. And I think that eventually it will reach a point where it won't even be about the individual freestyler. It will be more about crews and hopefully an eclectic mix of different disciplines. So not only freestyle, but maybe a bit of BMXing, a bit of b-boying, and forming crews that represent a whole subculture that everyone can relate to, not just one group of people. And judging by the way freestyle is going, it's becoming more an art than a sport, because it's become more about expression, more about individuality, more about representing something, representing a movement. And I think in the future it will become something quite powerful, and it will probably split, and I think we'll have 2 groups of freestylers. We'll have purists, which believe in the old school fashions, and we'll have obviously the new school guys, which will always be trying something different. And I think that is necessary. Evolution is necessary. It's our search for evolution our search for perfection that results in evolution. So, I mean, without that, if nothing changed, it would become boring. And I hope that in the future, freestyle will change, but change for the better, not for the worse. in terms of the South African freestyle scene, one of the things I have to mention is that I think we have some very talented freestylers, and I think that's also because we have a very unique way of freestyling. A lot of the guys I see here, which are my friends, are really, really great freestylers, and I know that with practice they'll go really far. And I think that, you know, the main thing that we need as freestylers is just the support of people and the support of each other, because everything starts small before it becomes big. And the support is all we really need, you know. People there to support, you know, to show that they enjoy the sport and they enjoy what we're doing. And I mean, that's the greatest reward if you look at it, because there can be no competitions, even if there's no shows or anything like that. As long as there's support and there's people there that are showing you that they appreciate what you do, that's what pushes us to freestyle more. And my message to the other freestylers out there in South Africa, and that is that they should just keep pushing and keep going, because you never know how far you are from the finish line, you know. You might stop now and the finish line might be tomorrow. So always don't ever give up, you know. In anything you do, just keep at it, keep going, and one day the rewards you receive will be greater than the efforts you put in.
Sport, brought to you by Nokia Asha smartphones. Do it freestyle.